Morning, everyone. Basically, I keep getting asked on my channel and also around on every other social media site how to start my YouTube channel. Can you give me any tips or any advice? Or how can I make a little start on, say, like a few videos that I'm interested in? To be honest, it's very, very simple to start your channel. But the best bit of advice that I can maybe give is the way that I started was I had a few ideas that obviously I'm going to write down on a piece of paper with a little pen, and then I thought, how can I best introduce my videos to the public or the general public in a way? So the best way that I could do this is obviously it's not just about the things that I was interested in, it's about the things that other people are going to be interested in as well. So normally on YouTube, you get a lot of people that will just search out on YouTube what exactly that they want to watch. And obviously it depended on the ideas that obviously you think of at the same time, you need to think of other people. Now, for instance, I'll give you an example. When I started out with the motorized bike videos, I didn't realize obviously how popular they was. But the way that I see it was that I knew that there was a couple of videos out there from before, and I thought, how can I sort of improve this, or how can I make it better in my own way? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to be a little bit different. So for instance, like I made my videos like a vlog sort of style. So I'll give you a little bit of an inspirational part where I'll show you how to build the part or how to improve the part. And I wanted to show you like where it was that I went. So like on my day out in a way. So if say for instance, I went out and I went to the pound shop, right? And I thought, oh, I'm going to show you guys like a few little bits that I found in the shop that you might probably think it was a good idea as well. I mean, it's very cheap. And I thought, yeah, that's what I'm going to do to make this video in a way. And the next video, I want to say go like out for a bike ride. So I wanted to go say central London. So I wanted to show you some scenery in a way, and then I wanted to sort of implicate that on how I use my bike as well. So what it is as well, it's not just about making a video as such and then uploading it. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people they don't really understand the idea of that you need to share your video. So there's loads of different platforms, like so you've got Skype, and then you've got WhatsApp Messenger, and then you've got Instagram, and then obviously you've got Facebook Messenger, and you've got all these different applications to help you sort of share your video as well. So I'll give you another example. Like for instance, if I'm going to upload a video, say today, yeah, obviously I'm going to give it a good title name. Now, what it is a lot of people, they'll just upload any video and they'll call it whatever they want. Well, that's not really going to get a lot of hits. So you need to give it a very popular name. So another bit of advice I can say is like do a bit of research first, and then obviously write out how many ideas that you have for that title as such. And if you see a better title name that's getting a lot of views, sort of copy that title name into your own like video sort of title. So you're not really sort of stealing their idea, you're sort of like improving your own idea. But you're not really going to get views if it's like an unheard of sort of title in a way. So the next thing that I can tell you to do is obviously tag your video. You need to make sure that you tag your video as much as possible. Like the next sort of abbreviation or advice that I can give you is to put it into plain simple terms, is like, for instance, if I'm doing a motorized bike video, I will type in like motorized bike, I'll type in two-stroke, I'll type in inspirational video, I'll type in say like 80cc engine kit, 66cc engine kit, as many different things that obviously people are just going to implement into their video or just to type in a search. So if they're typing in say 80cc motorized bike kit, then obviously you want that tag within your video, because the second that you put that tag within your video, it will come up in the list, and then they'll think, oh yeah, look, there's another video here, I'm going to click that one. All right. But another thing that I can like tell you guys as well is like, for instance, join groups on Facebook. There's loads and loads and loads of different groups. Like for instance, if you're doing gym videos, yeah, go onto Facebook and then go into the groups itself and then type in gym, yeah, and you'll see loads of different people, and then there's like thousands of different people within these groups as well. So if you share your video in these groups, you'll get more people sort of like watching your videos, and obviously if the video's there, then they're going to click it, and obviously that link from the group will go all the way to YouTube, and then it will open up. So that's another bit of like good advice as well. Now, as I mentioned before, right, about other platforms like WhatsApp Messenger and Facebook Messenger and like even Instagram, yeah, don't just share your video to someone without even talking to them. This is another bit of advice that my friend taught me. Yeah, you can't just all of a sudden have someone a messenger and say, there's the video. No, it don't work like that. To be honest, you need to sort of implicate a conversation with people. You can't just like, there's the video, that's it. No. You need to ask them how their day is, like how have you been? Like, what have you been up to? You've been doing anything good? Be interested in talking to these people, because you know what? I learned this mistake as well. Like just sharing my video, share. And eventually these people will block you. I mean, you don't just share a video and that's it, you don't talk to them. You need to talk to them and speak to them and ask them how they are. And then just say, by the way, I've just I just basically uploaded a video. Is there any chance you might be able to watch it and tell me what you think? And they'll say, yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Because obviously they feel as though they're obviously going to be interested in talking to you now. You can't just send your thing and then expect them to watch it. No, that's not how it works. So like with WhatsApp, if you got a video, speak to these people. Like the best thing to do is have a conversation with them. And obviously don't be all talkative, just listen to what they're saying as well. And then do you know what, that actually gets you further. So yeah, other platforms, join as many other platforms as you can, because it's not just about YouTube itself. But imagine like, for instance, you upload a video, you give it a title name, you can always change your titles after. I mean, I'm uploading a video right now, this is a live video. So the thing is like, for instance, even though I've given it a title, don't mean to say that that's going to be the original title, which I'm going to keep it as, yeah? But another thing that you can do that's going to help out as well is make pictures that are obviously going to stand out. Because if you just like for instance, me, I took a picture before I went live with this video now, that don't mean to say that I'm going to use that picture. It was just an actual picture to get me started for today. Now, once that I've done that, I'm going to go onto my computer, I'm going to use Adobe Photoshop, and then I'm going to Photoshop a really nice like design, which I'm going to create myself. So I'm going to have a little look around on YouTube and obviously see which sort of things stick out to me, and then I'm going to redesign my own version, and that's going to help out a lot more. So that will attract a bigger audience as well. But trust me, yeah, it's all about tagging your videos. Tagging your videos is a big must, yeah, 100%. Joining other platforms like of social media will help out a lot. So for instance, if you wanted to get a little bit bigger in your YouTube sort of career or whatever, yeah, then yeah, do that, 100% do that, yeah. But like, for instance, if you're going to make videos that just aren't interesting, then people, they're not just going to watch your videos. Like, as simple as that. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people was asking me as well, like, do you get paid for YouTube? Yes, I do. I do get paid for YouTube. But a lot of people, it actually depends on like your views and also your comments and your likes and shares and subscribers. Yeah, that's very true. You need to have a lot of views before you even get sort of like an implemented money coming into your account. So I'll give you an example, yeah? A lot of people, they don't really know this, but there is a set limit of money that you have to reach, a threshold every single month before you even get that money into your bank. So if you're not actually reaching the views or you're not reaching that threshold every single month, that money, obviously, I'll give you an example. Like for instance, if you reach say £40, yeah? And it's not a lot of money, but I'm just saying like if you reach £40 in your thing, but your threshold is 60, that means that £40 will get put onto a block in your AdSense. And obviously like the next month, if you reach like £100, so you'll get £140, yeah, in that one hit in 2 months. So instead of getting paid every month, you get paid every 2 months or maybe even every 3 months or whatever. It also depends on your money that comes in. But like, I mean, you can do other different things as well that will help implement your channel as well. What I've done as well, like another thing that actually helps out a bit, is I created business cards. Now, for instance, I made business cards up on different segments of my channel. Like another thing, don't just make your channel on one thing. A lot of people say, no, just stick to one thing on your channel. No, that's not a good thing. If you reach different, obviously, segments and then you make playlists of your different videos, that will help out a lot. Because like, to be honest, you only get like, say, certain people watch certain things, if that like makes sense. So if you're making videos on obviously just one thing, yeah, it's going to be a bit boring to the rest of the audience, because not everyone in the whole world is going to be interested in, say, watching my motorized bike videos. I mean, there's other people that want to watch my classic car series or maybe my Cody series, where I show people how to like sort out things on their TV and stuff. But I mean, I've even got gaming videos as well that I'm going to obviously like start uploading a little bit more soon as well, and obviously like do a few other different things. But it's all about different ideas that you have, all right? Because that will help out a lot, to be honest. And it's true, if your video is not interesting, then people are just not going to watch it, yeah? So like, another thing that will probably help as well, right, is shooting your video. Now, you can either go out and spend thousands of pounds on, say, camera equipment and, say, the lights and the sound equipment with the mic and obviously all these accessories. But you know what? You don't really need to spend that much money. I mean, with me, I do my videos differently. Like, for instance, I'll use a GoPro or action camera. Action camera is even cheaper than a GoPro. I mean, a GoPro, like, say, a decent GoPro is, say, in the region of, say, a couple of £100. So an action camera is only £20. So when you think about it, you're still getting a 1080p resolution. Like when I was using like the action camera to go up to central London on the motorised bike, that was shot at 1080p. And that's a very high resolution, as like a HD resolution. But that didn't cost me no £300, £400. No, that cost me £20. And obviously the SD card that goes in it, it works exactly the same as the GoPro. When I got home, I uploaded my footage to my computer, and then after that, I done a bit of editing. And do you know what? I was very pleased with the result. Even the sound quality was perfect. But yeah, you don't need all these different things. I mean, at the minute, I'm just using my phone right now, which is a Samsung S8 Plus, and I'm using my tripod that I've got for my camera. So I'm not really using a lot of different things. I'm not using no like expensive microphone or whatever. I mean, you could, but it's also about how you want to shoot your video. And like for instance, I mean, you can go out and like I said, you can like spend like £1,000 on your camera equipment, but what's the point? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. It's going to take you years and years and years to obtain that money back to obviously what you're putting into it. So, like I said, if you're doing videos, yeah, you need to make sure that it is interesting to other people. I mean, what I'm trying to do as well on my channel, I'm trying to implicate, say, like a bigger audience. So what I'm going to start doing is writing down extra ideas now to obviously think of what it is that I want to do next. But because I'm doing like live videos all the time now, I can like make my videos around on my basis of what I want to do now. It's not about, oh yeah, what I had in categories, like I wanted to upload in certain different amounts of videos. No, to be totally honest, yeah, I like to do different videos on different segments of different information. Like I want to make my videos that are interesting, but obviously I want to reach a bigger, vast audience, all right? So like I said, the best thing that you can do is obviously start out, but do loads and loads of research. Like for instance, do something that obviously interests you as well, because there ain't no point in uploading videos that are completely boring to yourself, because you're just not going to be interested. So to be honest, have a little think about what it is that you want to do with your videos, yeah? And obviously once you have them ideas, write them all down on the paper, and obviously then just go with it. But I would definitely say you need to practice, yeah? So even with videos itself, I mean, I used to spend hours and hours and hours editing, yeah? So I used to get my footage, I used to like take loads of pictures, and then I'll spend hours and hours editing on the computer, and then I thought, this is just too much, it's too stressful. But obviously the views, it wasn't gaining as much sort of audience as what I thought it would. So with me now, I'm doing live videos, there's like not much editing at all, in fact there's nothing, and then all I need to do is once I do these things, yeah, I can just upload it, and then once that's done, I can just sort of use a bit of Adobe like Photoshop. I could do myself my picture, make sure that I'm happy with it, and then just tag my video as much as possible to get as much audience like retention out of it as possible. So yeah, I definitely say, yeah, what you need to do is join as many Facebook groups as possible. I mean, I even had a friend recently, a few months back, he was saying, look, my daughter wants to start out on YouTube. What bits of advice can you give me? So this is the best bit of advice that I give him, and I give everyone that's really interested. I mean, another person, they was talking about that, yeah, they want to make their video about like smoking weed. So I thought, no, that's a bad idea. And he was saying, no, I'm really interested in it. But I said, you know what? That's not a good idea. Because when you think about it, what, you want to be famous for that? Like, that's not a good thing in a way. Like with me, I want to make my videos that's obviously educational, and yet people are going to learn something from, and yet even enjoy it. So to be honest, yeah, I even said, look, are your parents going to be proud of you for making these videos about you doing that? And he said, no. So I said, all right, so what is it that you're interested in? So he said, oh, I want to make gaming videos. So I said, well, do that then. And he went, no, I'm really interested in mobile phones. We'll make a video about mobile phones then. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you don't have to do a certain, like the first thing that comes to your head. Obviously, it's good to practice, obviously, obviously starting out and whatever, but I would also like just think about it before you just like jump the gun in a way, or be like a bull in a china shop and then just run ahead before you can walk. So no, definitely think about these tips that I've given you to help you start out with your channel. Yeah, and obviously if you need any help or advice or tips or whatever, just send me a comment below. And obviously make sure that you like this video and then subscribe to the channel, because if you don't subscribe, then obviously you won't be able to see all the latest videos that I'm bringing out all the time. So I just hope that everyone enjoys their day today, all right? I want everyone to be happy with their day today, but I'm just really glad that everyone's watching these videos, and I really appreciate your support towards the channel, all right? So everyone, have yourself an amazing day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.